Hi everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I am back with my March installment of the 12 by 12 paper pad and this paper pad project. And if you haven't heard of the project that I'm doing or the series that I'm doing, I have all of the information right here on this paper, so feel free to zoom in on that and take a look. But basically, I am trying to use a paper pad a month to make at least 3 projects, and then at the end of that month I have to have a plan for that paper pad, and mostly I'm hoping to be donating them or giving them away. So anyway, but this is more like a prep video because I haven't actually started working on my projects yet. I've had company the beginning of this month, so I haven't had a chance to start working on my projects yet, but so this is more of a prep and planning video for the projects that I'm going to do. And so I kind of wanted to show you where I was going with this. I am planning to make some little mini books for my nieces. Both of my nieces have had babies in the last few years, and I wanted to get a little book together for them. So I'm planning to use this little Teresa Collins book. I got these for like 97 cents on sale at Joann's, on clearance at Joann, not too long ago. And so, and they're just these little spiral bound books. Now this is, no, it's light cardstock weight, so I may have to think about trying to put a more substantial cover on these. So if you've ever had to make a cover for a spiral bound booklet, would you let me know how you did it? I know I've seen people make them out of acetate and then punch the holes and kind of just pop it in so they kind of come in and out, but so I might look into that if I have some heavyweight acetate, but I'm going to see how bulky it gets. But basically these are really cute. They're kind of like junk journals, and they're already mostly blue. The black scroll work is fine, I think. There's only one page in here that I think is not going to work very well for babies, but then there's also photo sleeves. It's already tabbed. Like I said, really cute little junk journal, little lists. There's also, so it's bright white, black, blue, and then it has kind of this taupey gray in it as well. So, and then several of these, like I said, a couple of these little photo sleeves. And then this is the one page I think is not, that the saying is not necessarily appropriate for boys, so I'm planning to cover that. So, anyway, so this is what the little booklet looks like, and that's what I'm planning to use. So, I wasn't necessarily going to have these projects be part of my 12 by 12 paper pad project for this month, but I'm running out of time. So I went through my paper pads, and you guys, I really don't have 12 by 12, a lot of 12 by 12 paper pads for babies. So, and my plan for one of the booklets is I'm going to use crepe paper Little U, and then the other one I'm going to use crepe paper Cool Kid. So the books will be the same, and I'm actually using the same pictures, but so I needed to find a 12 by 12 paper pad that I could coordinate with those other 2 lines. So the only thing I really found in my stash was this eons old Dina's Closet. It's a 12 by 12 paper pad and punch out stack that has just lots of pastel colors. It's mostly feminine, but I did find a few pieces of paper in here that I think are going to work. Now, the nice thing, you guys, about this paper pad is this cardstock in here is heavyweight. I would venture, it doesn't say how heavy it is on the package anywhere. This package also doesn't have a year on it, but you guys, I'm telling you what, this is probably 10 or 12 years old at least. But anyway, but it's probably 100 pound or 110 pound. It's really, really thick. So anyway, but it not only has solid papers in it, but it also has some punch out elements that I think I might be able to adapt for embellishments. So anyway, I happen to have this and also in 8x8, so I'm going to show you that just because it's a little bit easier to show in my frame. But anyway, here's kind of a side view of this pad, and like I said, this paper it's very, very thick. In fact, look at the chipboard on this thing. Really, really heavyweight. So, all right, let me pull the 8x8 pad, because I have an 8x8 in the same. So these are essentially the same, and I'll show you some of the elements in here. There are these alphabets, so and they're all perforated so they can punch out of there. And I have used these pads before in projects. It's been a while, but I did use them. And then there's these little punch out banners, and I think some of these will work. There's one there that says brother and different things. So anyway, so yeah, my biggest challenge with this is that all of the outlining and everything on the paper lines that I'm planning to use are black, and the lettering and stuff on this is brown. So anyway, I'm thinking I might be able to use this frame, and again, there's tags, and so I may be able to pull out, you know, that tag or whatever. So, and I've gone ahead, and so you can see this paper is really, it's really super heavyweight. It's, like I said, there's lots of pink, lots of purple, lavender, lots of pastels, but I did go ahead and find some of the papers that I think coordinate okay with the paper line. So let me show you what my plan is for that. So let's go ahead and start with Cool Kid. This was probably my most challenging, and I have a few 12 by 12s of this. I'm trying to think. I think I have the 6 by 6 paper pad of this too. So this is that color book paper that I'm using, and you can see that it coordinates, this gingham coordinates with some of the punch outs on here, and it's kind of in the same color family as this deep green, so it looks okay with this. It's not perfect, but it looks okay. That, and then there is also here's the 12 by 12 of the same color in the polka dot that I think will work. So I'm going to try to incorporate some of this in with this line. There's also a gray, kind of a medium gray in here, which I think will work well as well. So, all right, and then let me go ahead and pull over then this is the little U boy, and then again, I've got, this is the paper from my 12 by 12 pad, so I've got both the gingham and the polka dot of that, and I think both of those, see if we can see that, will go well to mix and match. And then you also notice, you guys, I pulled out this True Baby Blue also from the paper pack, and that's because there is True Baby Blue in these booklets. So I wanted to find a way to kind of incorporate the blue, and these aren't exactly right, but I think if they're not right up next to each other, they will be okay. So anyway, so I've pulled that out as well in both the 8 by 8 and the 12 by 12, and there was not a blue gingham pattern in there. So, but I think I also have the 6 by 6 of this, which I've cut apart, a lot of the little cut aparts in there, and I probably will fussy cut some of these little animals as well. So that is my plan. I'm going to do 2 of these books, so that will be 2 of my projects for my 12 by 12 paper pad project. And then I'm also planning to do, I had a good friend who they lost their doggy, so I'm going to make them a little thinking of you card, and she was a beagle, really feminine little girl beagle, so I think I'm going to go ahead and make them a little thinking of you card also out of this paper pad, probably with the pinks and the florals. So anyway, that is my plan moving forward, and and I think I showed in my last video, I've got some bins here that are kind of housing the stuff I think I might use in terms of supplies and die cuts and things. So I have my little U stuff in here, and I have my Cool Kid stuff in here. So I've also gone ahead and done some punching and stamping and punching of some little critters, and coloring of some little critters that I'm going to put throughout the books as well. I've got punches in here, washi tape, dies, just the different little things that I think I might use. So anyway, so those are my little project bins, and I'm going to get going on this today. So anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me, write me a comment or whatever, but this is my plan, and hopefully it will all work out. Hope you're having a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.